Welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica, and today on our little farm I'm going to be finished picking up these beans, and then tomorrow I'm going to show you how to can them in the pressure canner. And this year I haven't been able to do it like I normally do all in one day, which is alright. When you have a little infant, you have to roll and do what you can. I only planted about 14 green bean plants this year because I knew I was going to have George, and so I didn't want to overwhelm myself, which is what you have to do sometimes. And so I'm going to go finish picking these green beans since it is such a beautiful day, and then I'm going to probably pull some of these weeds behind me and then I'm going to go put them in the fridge until tomorrow. So stay tuned and I will show you guys how to finish canning them. Well, it's my last batch of the season. The remainder I am going to leave to go to seed so I can plant for next year. And so all you do next is you take a green bean and then you snap off both ends. See if I can do this one hand. That's going to be the trick. Just snap off, and I always do it right in a bowl, make a little pile, and then snap in half. And then put it in another pan. Just like that. And then I'm just going to work through this whole bowl, and then I will come back when I'm done. Alright guys, here's what the beans look like. All I did after I got them finished into the pan was I rinsed them off, covered with some water, and now I'm going to do a hot pack, which means I'm going to blanch them first. So I'm just waiting till the water comes to a boil, and then I will boil them for 5 minutes once the water is boiling. Then I will pack them into sterilized jars. Well, I decided since I was waiting on the water to boil, I was going to come out here and give my remaining scraps to my piggies. There's Miss Piggy. Just throw them on the ground for her. And there's the boys. Yeah, this year it's a new adventure with the pigs. We've never had pigs before. So it's an interesting adventure. Yeah, aren't you, Miss Piggy, huh? Alright guys, I'm back. The green beans have been cooking for about 5 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and while they were cooking, you saw that I went and took out the leftovers to the piggies, and I also got my jars ready. I just got them sterilized, cleaned them up, sterilized them, and now all I'm going to do is take my green beans with a slotted spoon and dish them right into the jars. Now green beans are a low acid vegetable, so they have to be canned in a pressure canner. But if you guys don't have one of those, you guys can just, after you get them blanched, you can just go ahead and stick them in the freezer. That is another way to preserve green beans. Whoops, that's alright. Just gonna get these done here quick. And I hear George, so I'm probably gonna, after I get these in the jars, I'm gonna have to go feed him. And also, once you get these, you can also do these raw packed. It looks like I'm going to get about 2. And you can do these raw packed where you don't cook the green beans, and you just place the raw green beans in the cans, jars, and then put boiling water on them. And you fill it up, and you leave a 1-inch space. So usually I just stop about right there. It's about 1 inch. They do have the special measuring tools that if you want to use that, you can. I'm going to go ahead and fill these with fresh boiling water. And then I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, I fed George. Now I got the boiling water filled up, and then to remove the air bubbles, all you do is just stick a knife in the edge here. Like that. And then you take a towel and wipe the rim. Just like this. In place. Your ring, and then like this. And then go ahead and place it in your pressure canner. Now, this jar is from my previous batch, and it did not seal, so I'm going to reprocess it again with this. Sometimes that does happen. And so you just wait for it to cool down, stick it in your refrigerator, and then you can process it again. Or you can use it up, depending on what you prefer. Process it again with the next batch. And then all I did was I took it out when I started this and then let it come to room temperature. Took the lid off and I rewiped it. Rewiped the lid and then put it in, and then I will mark the top of the jar that did not make it. And then for my pressure canner, it requires 3 quarts of boiling water, and then I add a splash of vinegar to make sure, just so it keeps the jars a little bit cleaner. Alright, I just put the lid on, and then I will let it, with my pressure canner, this will pop out, and then I know I start my time for 10 minutes. Once that's popped, I put the timer on for 10 minutes. Then I add my thing over top of this, and then once it comes to pressure with the dial gauge, it needs to be to 11 pounds, so that's that little itty bitty line right there. Or if it was a weighted gauge, it would be 10 pounds of pressure. It depends what type of pressure canner you have. Always follow the instructions on how to use your pressure canner. And then once it comes up to 11, I will turn the timer on, since these are quarts, for 25 minutes and cook it for 25 minutes. And if it was pints, it would only be 20 minutes. And after that time, you'll just turn the heat off. And I know that each stove is different, so you'll have to play around how to keep it at that 11 pounds for the whole 25 minutes. With my old Bessie here, I know I have to turn it down to medium heat once it gets to that point to keep it at that level. And there are different books that you can get. I like this book. I got it from the 4-H extension office, and it has helped me out through the years. Also, you could use the Ball canning book, or instructions that come with this actually have information on how to can green beans. And here are my green beans. Well guys, that's all I got for you this time. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on how to can green beans in the pressure canner. Next time I'm going to show you guys how to can some cucumbers in the water bath canner. And if you guys buy yourself a basic canning book, like the Ball's canning book or the one that I showed you, you guys could can anything you want, because it has the basic temperatures that you guys need in the book, and it tells you whether or not you can do it with the pressure canner or the water bath canner. It's that easy. I know sometimes it seems like it might be difficult, but you guys can do it. You guys just keep on trying. And you guys have a good day, and God bless.